in this video is a 72,000 or 74,000 US dollar Bitcoin price prediction possible in the coming weeks. Stay tuned to know more. So hi guys, and welcome back to another Gabb's cryptocurrency video where we trade by data and not by hype. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out daily technical analysis like this. And before we start this video, meron din tayo actually t-shirt giveaway brought to you by Bybit. And if di pa kayo nakasali, sali lang kayo. You can actually find this in the description down below. All you have to do is to follow the following criteria. You have to follow my socials as well as sali kayo sa Telegram group. And the reason na kailangan nyo i-follow yung socials kasi dun ko kayo i-contact pag sakaling kayo yung nanalo. Tapos if hindi kayo nakapag-reply dun, of course, pipili tayo ng ibang winner. So, sali na kayo guys. You can actually find this in the description down below. So, in today's video, hatiin natin to into two separate parts. First things first, yung ating logarithmic growth curve. And then the second thing is pag-uusapan natin yung short-term analysis. So, let's dive into the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve. So, para sa mga hindi nakakaalam, the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve is an indicator na which we have been following for the past year. And then as you can see, the logarithmic growth curve can actually indicate using the historical data model kung ano ba yung ating market cycle bottom, halfway point, as well as the market cycle top using the historical data. And then from there on, ginamit natin yung historical data as a data model and understanding kung ano ba yung magiging price predictions natin for each and every support and resistance areas. So, ang ginawa rin natin dito is gumawa tayo ng playlist para every month mamamonitor natin kung anong part na ba tayo na ating market cycle and at the same time, nakikita natin yung progress ng ating data model. So, now let's dive into the logarithmic growth curve. So, if you're going to look at our previous logarithmic growth curve update, sabi natin na we have to hold the halfway point kasi kung hindi, we might see Bitcoin go down up until the next logarithmic growth curve support area, which is falling around the 33 to 35,000 US dollars. And look at this, guys. Fair enough, we saw that move play out exactly. And look at that. Diba sabi natin 32,000 was our target support area or 33,000. And look at that, we actually met the target exactly as predicted. So, as you can see, the data model actually predicted kung ano ba yung magiging bottom natin for this movement. So, as of the time being, this is actually looking good right now for the Bitcoin price kasi nagkaroon tayo ng bounce within those areas indicating na the logarithmic growth curve is actually following our data movements accurately. So, in that case, nasusundan talaga na Bitcoin price action yung ating data model na ginagamit. And as you can see, nagkaroon tayo ng bounce. Pero right now, we are now trying to get back to the halfway point ng ating market cycle. So, as you can see, this big green area is actually a market cycle halfway point. And if you're going to look back in historical data, so if let's try to go back in time, that is actually a pretty good area kung saan tayo usually nakita ng mga bounces within the support and resistance area. So ayan o, may bounces doon. Then dito meron din tayong bounces. And during a bearish movement, pwede natin mag-act as a resistance. Dito nagiging resistance din. And right now, nag-act siya as a support doon sa ating latest Bitcoin capitulation noong May 2021. As you can see, naging support siya. And then right now, this is now going to act as a resistance dito with the Bitcoin price action. So right now, what we have to monitor dito is we have to break this resistance na forming around the 45,000 US dollars. So in order for us to see a continuous movement to the upside kay Bitcoin price, and let's see, para ma-continue natin yung ating halfway point and yung ating current market cycle, we have to break the 45,000 US dollar area. Kasi if we are able to break that, then we are going to go back within the halfway point itong market cycle, and then in that case, we might see Bitcoin play within the halfway point area. And ano ba yung price predictions ng halfway point area natin? So if you're going to look at the halfway point area, you can actually see na if ma-break natin si 45K, then our next target would actually be around the 58,000 US dollars. And then other than that, 74,000 US dollars yung ating price prediction basing from this historical data and basing from this data model if we are able to break 45,000 US dollars up until next week. So we still have one whole week para maabangan natin kung mababreak natin yung area na yan. And that is going to be a very crucial area na we need to break. Kasi of course, if we want to see this to go back to the halfway point, we need to have a weekly candle close above this resistance in order for us to see a continuous movement. So right now, that is what we are monitoring with the Bitcoin price action. And if we ever know we get rejected by this area, if let's say hindi natin na-break itong 45K, then ang magiging bad news dun is we might actually retrace to the downside and then go back to our previous support area. Pero ang kagandahan dyan, look at this, as the day goes by, as the weeks goes by, you can see na ating support area is also increasing, indicating na mas tataas yung ating support levels ngayon for the Bitcoin price action. So dati, 33,000 yung ating support level. Pero if let's say lalo tayo na-consolidate further, you can actually see na pwede umakit yung ating support level up until the 35 to 36,000 US dollars. So in this case, it's actually indicating na if mag-consolidate tayo na mas matagal, time is on our side kasi as you can see, the support levels are increasing. And that is a good thing if nangyayari yun kasi ang nangyayari nun is tumataas yung support levels natin. And in that case, imposible nang bumaba si Bitcoin sa mas lower na levels kasi that would indicate that is the market cycle bottom. But for the time being, what we have to monitor is we need to watch out for this resistance if we are going to break it or if we are going to get resisted by that area. But guys, this is an investment opportunity. If let's say you want to invest Bitcoin for the long term, then of course, following the logarithmic growth curve is actually a good thing. And if you want to invest dito for the long term, one of the best thing to do dito is actually to stake your coins. And the best place to stake your coins is actually in crypto.com. Kasi dito kay crypto.com, you can actually stake your coins. And then nakagandahan dito, you can actually stake and earn up to 14.5 interest per annum if you're going to stake your coins in crypto.com. And if you're going to stake their native token, which is CRO, pwede kayo actually makuha ng kanilang magandang beautiful metal Visa card, which is ito. So all you have to do is just to stake CRO and then makuha nyo itong metal Visa card na it is actually unique with crypto.com. And if you want to claim up to $50 bonus kay crypto.com, just use my sign-up code na you can find in the description down below. So now, nabigyan natin kayo na update with the logarithmic growth curve. Now, let's give you a quick update with our short-term analysis. As you can see, Bitcoin is still playing above the 43.5k support area. So, as you can see, ang next resistance area talaga natin dito would be around the 50,000 US dollar if we're going to base this with our latest Fibonacci retracement. But as you can see, we are actually forming a resistance area din dito within the 47,000 US dollars. So, let's plot that area. As you can see, 47,000 US dollar is actually a strong resistance dito din. And right now, for the very short term, you can actually see now we are actually still consolidating above the 43.6k, 43.5k. And mas maganda na mag-consolidate to further kasi if mag-consolidate to further, then pwede mag-catch up yung ating mga moving averages. Then in that case, we might see either a big move to the upside or to the downside if let's say humabol to mga moving average, especially the 50 moving average in the early time frame. So right now, we have to focus first with the Bitcoin price action before we see any big price movements. And as you can see, andun tayo sa support area na yan. Pero if na-break natin yung support area na yan, then if let's say hindi natin na-hold to as support, then we might go down to the 100 moving average in the early time frame. Pero I think ang maganda din dito tingnan is actually the 4-hour time frame. So as you can see, 4-hour time frame is actually indicating na yun yung ating support area. And as much as possible, we have to hold this area in order for us to remain a continuous movement to the upside. And as much as possible, we need to have buy volume dito sa area na yan para hindi tayo mag-break to the downside. Kasi if let's say wala tayong buy volume, then it's possible na baka mag-decline siya dito pababa. So as much as possible, we need to wait this one out. And let's say gusto mo to actually ilong para if let's say gusto mo i-maximize yung ating 47,000 US dollars or 50,000 US dollars na target, then what you can actually do is you can actually open a long position the moment na babagsak tayo dito kay 43.6k. And then just set a stop loss around siguro the 43,000 US dollars or 43.1k para let's say if ever na nag-break siya to the downside, then at least na-secure mo inyong capital. And then mag-set na lang kayo ng sell order dito. If let's say nagkaroon tayo ng bullish movement, then at least na-maximize mo inyong profit. Always secure your profits then, secure your capital. And as much as possible, we need to have a buy volume dito sa ating price action in order for us to see a healthy movement with the Bitcoin price action. And looking at the altcoin market, as you can see, our falling wedge has played out exactly as predicted dito sa ating Bitcoin dominance, indicating na Bitcoin actually performed better earlier today. So as you can see, earlier today, sa kaninang umaga, though may mga ibang altcoins na nag-pump, the general trend ng altcoins kaninang umaga was not that much very active as compared to Bitcoin kanina. Kasi yun nga, the Bitcoin dominance has increased massively kaninang umaga. Yung mga nag-pumps lang na malakas talaga kanina is actually SLP. Pero if you're going to look at the whole crypto market itself, hindi ganun kalaki yung pump kanina umaga as compared to Bitcoin, now which we actually saw roughly around, tingnan natin kung ilang percent yung pinump niya kanina umaga. I think that is roughly around 3% in just 4 hours. And as you can see, that is the main reason why you have to follow Bitcoin first. At the same time, you have to follow the Bitcoin dominance before you enter into any altcoins. Kasi of course, this will determine kung ano ba yung magiging movement na ating altcoin market. And look at this. The dominance is right now trying to decline. And right now, this is looking healthy for the altcoin market if we are going to see red candles. And as much as possible, the dominance must decline in order for us to see a healthy movement for the altcoin market. And if nag-increase siya, then that would indicate na altcoins are going to bleed. And right now, we are now seeing a massive red candle, and it's possibly because of a new resistance forming. And as you can see, this could actually be a resistance indicating na that is a new resistance area dito with the Bitcoin dominance action. So sa ngayon yun yung ating minomonitor dito sa ating altcoin market, especially with the Bitcoin price action and Bitcoin dominance. And yun muna update natin for today, guys. If you find this video useful and informative, please give this video a like. And if you want to see more contents like this, please subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next video, and bye-bye for now.